Hey guys, welcome to episode 45. Look who's here. Look who's here in
At
the
your
fray.
service.
Samson Seas, captain of the Seven Seas, episode 45, a Cool Talk podcast.
We're at your service, and this is, you know who,
I'm Eippzod, your host.
the coolest dude in town with the coolest
it's
podcast
been long
in
overdue,
town.
man. It's been
Long overdue. Wow.
I think it's been a year, right?
I can't believe it's been that long.
Yeah.
12 months already.
Yeah, 12 months already.
Whoa.
So, how have you been?
Not too bad, thanks. Actually, much better now that I'm sitting here with you.
Yeah.
That's not tar off. That's
Yeah, it is.
coming straight
It
from the
is
heart.
flattery. You know what we say in English? Flattery won't get you anywhere.
Oh dear.
Well, but in this case, it is going to get you somewhere.
I think it gets you to many places, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, some people believe that flattery actually could make you go places. It gets you places.
Better than slagging someone off, I guess.
Yeah. But that's the thing. If you don't approve of something, just go ahead and say it. There's a backstory here, guys. You guys don't know.
That was quite a cruel joke behind the scenes.
So we just wanted to do this episode. Sam and I, earlier, we were talking about influential people in our lives, actually.
Absolutely. Role models.
People that we look up to. Yeah, that's a nice phrasal verb, by the way.
We look up to them.
Yeah, people we look up to. And we decided to do an episode 45. So here we go.
Here we go. Yeah, role models. Wow. So how many role models do you have? Because I've got quite a few. It depends on what topic we're looking at here.
Yeah, quite a few. Actually, I got a few role models.
Yeah.
Well, Tom Hardy is the one. Yeah,
He looks a bit like him, doesn't he? And he
Well,
looks a bit like Tom Hardy.
See, apart from looks,
Yeah,
I think he's a rock solid guy.
absolutely.
He's pretty serious about the work he does.
He's very sporty. He's very serious.
very sporty.
Brilliant actor.
Yeah, and so humble.
Yes.
I like that about him.
I love it when...
Have you heard that story? Last year, he attended a jiu-jitsu competition.
Oh, that was incredible.
Under his real name, Edward Hardy, because his name is Edward Hardy.
His real name.
Yeah, he attended this jiu-jitsu competition. He won all the games.
He won. Yeah, he won all the fights.
Anyway, he beat everyone, and he got the gold medal.
he got beat all his opponents.
Yeah, and the people, spectators, they were like, "Oh, wait, is that Tom Hardy?"
They didn't find out until like...
Man, that's an entirely new definition of humble.
Wow. I'm going to have a sip too.
Yeah.
He just basically reminded me that
Cool
I do have
Cool
a
Talk coffee
Cool
is
Talk
good.
mug with his wonderful coffee.
Yeah. I think
To die for.
Hunter drank from that one.
Good. I've got the cat vibes now. Cat protein. Kitty protein.
Yeah, kitty protein. So
There you go.
Yeah, if I'm gonna go with one person,
Tom Hardy. Guess what?
it's so relatable. You know what I
Yes.
mean? The word relatable. I can identify with the man.
Yeah, I can identify to something, in relation to this. Because I also have another role model who is also called Tom Cruise.
Ah, right. That explains the long hair of him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Are we actually behaving and trying to look like our role models? Does that happen?
Probably.
I think it does a little bit. Maybe that might explain this
Yeah.
messy look.
I was 23, 24 when I decided to grow a beard.
Wow.
And I just did it. There was
Yeah.
no reason behind it.
And it really suits
Yeah.
you. It's like your trademark.
Yeah, and then in a few years, I think I didn't even know who Tom Hardy was back then.
Wow.
A few years later, some people just approached me and said, "Oh, you look like that guy. You look like this guy."
This guy. Yeah.
And I said, "Okay, all right."
Very handsome
Yeah,
individual.
but the thing is, but the thing is, stop flattering Sam.
Just being
They're going to leave us some terrible comments. Trust me. Yeah.
Well, I'm British. I mean, when we say something from the heart, it's real. We don't lie.
Yeah, but you're half Iranian, so
I don't know how much of that is kicking in.
That'd be a tough argument.
I think my Iranianness, if you want to call it that, it will probably kick in more when I speak Persian. So when I'm speaking English, I've got my British personality.
I noticed that when he started using the word Javad. Can you believe it? He said, "Oh man, that is so Javad. Don't do this."
Yeah, that was my Iranianness kicking in.
I was actually a bit surprised to hear you say that. I was surprised to hear you say that. Like,
Yeah, you were,
use the
weren't
word
you? Yeah.
Javad. Like, what? Is that Samson saying it?
Gosh, I learned a lot from my folks, actually.
Yeah,
God
my
bless
folks.
My folks. And my uncle and auntie who I stayed with for 2 years when I was learning Persian. And when I was 17, 18 at the time. And they taught me all these little bits and pieces of the Iranian culture. So,
All right,
God bless them.
Back to the subject.
Back to the subject.
Tom Cruise. And you said something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think somehow maybe we're not even aware of the fact that we are trying to act like them.
It's true, because we're inspired by them.
Yeah, but when you look up to someone, the other guy I admire so much is Christian Bale.
Oh, wow.
Again, I love his
What
humility.
a superstar.
I love his humility.
Christian
Bale is awesome. You know he drives a Toyota pickup truck.
Does he?
The man's like, he's actually one of the highest paid actors in the world.
Oh.
And he drives a Toyota pickup truck. And
Amazing.
all he cares about is his family. He spends time with his family.
He spends a lot of time with his folks, doesn't he?
And the thing is about the roles he accepts, because he's a method actor.
Yeah.
He just doesn't do anything.
Wow.
I loved his portrayal of Moses, the prophet.
Oh, wow.
It was beautiful. The name of the movie was Exodus, Gods and Kings. Wow. That was fantastic.
Wonderful stuff.
Out of the Furnace, that's another movie he did.
I highly recommend you guys watch the Batman trilogy, the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, absolutely. He was the best Batman ever.
And he's actually ashamed of his performance. He said he could have done it better. I think he did it just right. And I love that deep voice. Where are they?
Yeah.
I did that once before.
Exactly. And his performance, along with Tom Hardy, that was just a killer performance. So these are the ones I admire, really. Yeah. Christian Bale, Tom Hardy.
For me, Tom Cruise. Mm-hmm.
Because he does all his stunt work.
Yeah, he does his own stunt work, and he actually started off very much as a drama actor. Mm-hmm. If you look at A Few Good Men, The Firm, that was when he was in his late 20s, early 30s, and then as soon as he went over 40, he started doing more Mission Impossible stunts himself. Yeah, and it went crazy.
The man's cheating death every single time.
Every single time, hanging off the edge of a plane. Yeah. I don't know, doing that they're saying the most dangerous stunt ever to be performed in Hollywood when he jumped with that motorbike in the latest Mission Impossible installment. So yeah, that's one superstar for me, one role model. Another one, I would pick Donnie Yen. He's probably my role model from East Asia. And I think Donnie Yen. He's basically, I would say, another version of Bruce Lee. But then again, he's got his own style. No one ever actually copies Bruce Lee. He was inspired by Bruce Lee. His role model was Bruce Lee. And he's actually my role model now, Donnie Yen. He just does amazing things. He can... basically, in every single film that he's in.
Never heard of the guy.
He does Have you seen John Wick 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kane, that's the guy.
Kane, that's Donnie Yen.
That's the guy.
Yeah, that's the guy. And the kind of martial arts that he does.
Where's he from?
He's originally from, I think, Guangzhou, China. But actually, he spent lots of his childhood in Boston, United States, and he was trained in martial arts, wushu, by his parents.
So his mum, I think. You're pretty much interested in martial arts.
Oh, absolutely, and I love different styles of martial arts. And one of my very favorites is Wing Chun, and he inspired me to do Wing Chun, the close boxing, Chinese boxing.
Don't be fooled by the kind appearance, guys. This man can do some serious damage.
Oh no, it's not like that. It was more like a discipline. But
can we try?
Oh yeah. Deliver some blows to the neck.
Okay, so Donnie and Tom Cruise.
I love the health. You can see there's a sort of a combination. There's a pattern of the sports, because Tom Cruise is incredibly sporty. Yeah. He's a professional rock climber.
Is he 60 now?
61, I think. Wow, it's incredible.
It is.
And I would love to be like him, look like him, and look as fit and young and healthy as he does.
How old are you now?
I'm actually 39.
39?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm pushing 40. You can say
pushing 40.
Pushing 40 when you're not quite there, but you're nearly there. Yeah. And, you've still got quite a few years to go until he reaches 40. 33.
Yeah, 33. Yeah. I look older. I know it's because of the mustache and beard, guys. Don't let him fool you.
No, he looks young. He's got lovely skin.
This guy. You see, something interesting keeps happening to me. This week and the week before that, I keep running into people who know me.
Right.
They're very cool people, mostly cool talkers. And
I'm sure.
We talk on the street and everything. And one of them said something to me. He said, "Oh, man, I thought you were 50." And I said, haven't you watched any of my episodes? He said, 50? No. He said, I follow you on Castbox. I listen to all the episodes you do on Castbox.
He was listening to your voice.
Judging by the voice.
Right. No, the voice is, mashallah. This is my Iranianness.
Flattery alert. Flattery alert. Flattery alert.
That voice.
Come on.
That's $1 million voice.
So, the health factor.
Health factor, yeah.
Anything else?
Health factor. Discipline.
I
love the discipline and the love and
courage.
Courage and also the humbleness. I think they're very humble people. Donnie Yen, wow, I mean, I've never seen him actually show off, and he knows every single martial arts style in the book. This guy, he's also 60. And you didn't think he would be 60, judging by John Wick 4. He looks like a 30-year-old jumping around. And
he looks younger.
He looks much younger. If you see the Ip Man movies, Ip Man 1 to 4, especially Ip Man 1, he basically plays...
I mean Hitman.
Ip Man.
Ip Man.
Ip Man, or Yip Man. It's a name. It's a Chinese... That was the name of Bruce Lee's master. His master was Yip Man. He's playing the role of Bruce Lee's master. And it's a lovely story.
Every single time I talk to the guy, I ask a master. See, that's how... that's
British
the kind
English.
of influence he has on me.
Gosh, yeah, it's amazing. He's got a very good ear, actually, Ali. He picks up
the other thing is,
different
like,
accents.
You say master, and if you keep repeating it, I'm gonna end up pronouncing it exactly the same.
Sounds actually quite good
Master.
on you. He sounds good in British
Master,
or American.
reminds me of Star Wars. Master, am I ready? Anakin.
Exactly, yeah. Obi-Wan.
Did you know that he has a brother who is serving at the Royal Air Force?
Ewan McGregor?
Yeah. And
wow,
his call sign is OB2.
Really? You serious? His call sign is OB2. So he plays the character of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and his brother's
Obi-Wan, the famous, what's his name? The actor?
Yeah, Ewan McGregor, if I'm not
Ewan
mistaken.
McGregor, and his brother, his call sign is OB2.
Wow. Massive coincidence there. I think it was planned.
Yeah.
But wow, amazing stuff. Anyway, so we're saying role models. So for different factors, we have role models. Yeah. And you can have role models on social media too, like someone who's doing a podcast, or let's say someone who's teaching English.
Chris Williamson.
Yeah.
He's my guy.
Chris Williams. Yeah, you mentioned him, didn't you?
Chris Williamson. Yeah, I mentioned him a couple of times. He's his podcasts are quite solid. They're legit. The kind of things he covers, the topics that he actually covers, he's not fucking around.
Absolutely not.
He's not fucking around. The guests he invites, that just shows how amazing.
He's a sportsman too, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
There you go.
Yeah, he's a bodybuilder.
So, there you go. Professional.
You get inspiration from people you're surrounded with. That's the rule.
Yes.
You see, the 5 people you're surrounded with the most,
right,
they're going to have the most influence in your life.
Wow.
So Chris Williamson and his guests, like recently he talked to Chris Bumstead, Mr. Olympia.
Yeah,
classic.
Mr. Olympia.
And he also talked to this guy. He's a regular at his show, Jocko Willink. Awesome guy.
Incredible.
Yeah, stand-up dude. And also he talked to, what was this guy? He talks to Jordan Peterson.
Uh-huh.
And he talks to a lot of important people, actually. And what was this guy? He's Goggins, David Goggins. Do you know David Goggins? The guy?
I know that.
Yeah, he's got this catchphrase, "You don't know me, son. You don't know me, son." Funny thing happened today as I was climbing.
Yeah. You went up the mountains today,
exactly,
didn't you?
Yeah.
Proactive.
I was climbing. I said, "Let's climb something."
Amazing. Let's climb something. And he climbed some pretty steep mountains, I have to tell you.
Let's climb something. And as I was climbing, I was almost done. And the last part, where you want to get to the second station, it gets really tricky.
Wow.
And
I've been up there.
It's
I know
pretty
what you're
steep.
saying. Yeah.
It's pretty steep.
It's very steep.
I was out of breath, and I was
high altitude.
I kept repeating this line. You don't know me, son. You don't know me, son. Semper Fi, mother. That's what I said.
Yeah, no, I can understand. I can relate to that.
Semper Fi, mother. If you just give up, you can't give up now.
I've been hiking. I've been up those mountains. I know exactly what. I've been on that trail.
Yeah.
And
I'm an amateur.
No, I'm
but
sure.
But the thing is,
he does it regularly.
But the thing is, if you look up to those people, somehow at some point you start mimicking every single move they make.
It's very true. And actually, I was listening to, I think it was a podcast or some kind of inspirational video. They say if you have a role model, someone inspires you, and you basically follow the path, you will eventually become that person. You will become like that person.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Wonderful stuff.
Willing, Tom Hardy, they both do jiu-jitsu.
And Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, Brazilian, actually. And I did some research on it.
Yeah.
And I have plans. Wow. I got some plans.
He's got plans.
Yeah,
I was actually at a very professional.
Yeah, I'm planning on taking
it up.
Academy.
Yeah. I was at with Bardia, a good friend of mine. And he's a Sifu, a master, as they say, a master.
Sifu?
Sifu, they say. I mean, it's master in Chinese. Yeah.
So you see, that's how those people can actually have an influence on you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and have a positive one at that.
Definitely. No doubt. And I was actually thinking,
if you hang out with some fucked up lowlifes, well. Yeah,
I love it when he uses the F word. It's so him, you know.
Don't you know me? I'm the F word guy.
The F word master. The F word master.
Master.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's the thing.
That's the thing.
If you hang out with a bunch of lowlives, it's not going to do you any good.
It doesn't actually make you push yourself forward. That's the problem. Yeah. And you mentioned the podcast, role models. I had two role model TV presenters. Unfortunately, they both passed away.
Oh, really?
And they were from the old generation British television. There was Cilla Black. She used to do Blind Date. She was originally from Liverpool.
Yeah.
Very dynamic and full of energy. And we also had Terry Wogan, originally from Ireland, and he was always doing the lovely soft news stuff and charity programs like Children in Need and Comic Relief, and he was so inspirational for me during my childhood. And
they're such an inspiration.
If I ever wanted to become a TV presenter, it was because of these two, and bless their souls. Like I say, they're no longer with us, unfortunately.
All right, so now it's your turn.
Yes,
let us know who your role models are and what kind of influence they have.
Who are your role models?
Yeah, who are your role models?
Comment.
Who are your role models? Just leave some comments here for us. You can leave those comments in Castbox, on YouTube, and Instagram as well.
I can't wait to read them, actually.
Absolutely. So thank you so much for watching this. Captain C's.
Thank you so much for the opportunity once again. You're my man.
Just like
Ali
always.
Nixad.
Been a pleasure, man.
Cool talk.
Samson C's in the house,
Pleasure's all mine.
See you guys later.
Bedrood.
Take
Persian.
care.
See you.